Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. The Coyotes will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So SMU's offense takes the field. And here comes their veteran leader. He has been through the battle, guys, and there are plenty of expectations this season.
Yeah, and there should be expectations. This guy's been around a long time, knows the systems, knows the players. Everybody's going to have to believe in him for this year to be a big success.
Yeah, David, there's just no substitution for experience, right? This guy has played so many snaps. He's seen it all. No doubt they need him to play at a high level.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The offense starts with a short field. They'll go to the ground. And the visitors start their day with nothing stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Coyotes want to crank the tempo. He's back to throw on 2nd down. On a little time, lets it go. Grabs it in the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
Can anyone catch him? At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. On the move at the 30. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Wide receiver shows motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Coyotes want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Catches it at the 30. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Showing the arm strength to the left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed over the middle. It's Beal. 2nd down coming up. The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Coyotes are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that one's going to be batted away, incomplete, and we have played 1. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Escapes trouble. At the 45 on its way. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Coyotes are moving quickly down the field.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job, everybody.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dingoes! Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just...
He's got it down the left side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
He's right on target. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Gets it out quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just...
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Coyotes want to move quickly. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do.
He's going to fire deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. He's not afraid to go deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Auburn is lining up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over UTEP. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. He wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The Coyotes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You
unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Jennings. He's got his man. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Dallas to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Coyotes will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him today.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Coyotes will hustle to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
It's reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing.
Touchdown, Dingoes! And that one will give them the lead.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here.
He's going to let it go. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Buys a little time with his feet. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Got his man down the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Jennings. The ball is out behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
And the Coyotes racing to the line in a hurry up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Coyotes will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David. He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. 1st down here for the offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this game.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if this guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on the pass.
They'll leave it with him. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting...
Deep shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Running for it on 4th down. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's James. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Coyotes headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Tosses it incomplete. 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Coyotes send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
First down here for the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his man down the middle. And is slipped out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Jennings. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, things have gone pretty well so far, right? You got the lead, you're playing at home, it's late, you just need a few more of these completions to ice the game. That time, couldn't come away with it. It's a nice play by the defender, knocking it down.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Looking to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Coyotes in the hurry-up.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scratch.
Ball in the air, intercepted! Touchdown, SMU! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hitting the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Fitlin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Maryland. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. These corners going to give them some space. He makes the connection, and he's knocked down. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Wants to throw on 3rd. Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the 1st down. He now has 91 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Still on his feet. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
The coaches told us in pregame they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.